Have you ever felt an itch that simply would not go away? Not painful, not dramatic, just there. As we age, the body rarely shouts. It whispers. It speaks through fatigue, through stiffness, and sometimes through itchiness. Most people dismiss an itch as dry skin, or weather, or aging itself. But what if that assumption is risky? What if the place where you itch matters more than the itch itself? In later life, the body often sends early signals quietly, long before pain appears, long before something feels clearly wrong. Chronic itching is one of those signals. Not every itch means danger, but certain patterns should never be ignored, especially after 60. Doctors observing aging bodies noticed something unsettling. When itching appears repeatedly in specific areas, patterns emerge. These patterns are not random. They often reflect strain beneath the surface. Circulation slowing, organs working harder, nerves becoming more sensitive, nutrients no longer absorbed as before. The skin, surprisingly, reacts early. Many older adults live with these signs for years. They adjust. They scratch. They carry on. Because it does not hurt. But silent problems rarely announce themselves loudly. Some of the most serious age-related conditions develop quietly, without alarms, without pain. And sometimes, the first visible clue is an itch. This is not about fear. It is about awareness. In this video, we will explore 4 specific areas of the body. Areas where persistent itching deserves closer attention. Each area tells a different story. One may reflect circulation slowing in the lower body. Another may hint at internal strain building over time. One can relate to nervous system overload. Another may signal nutritional gaps you did not notice. These are not diagnoses. They are signals worth listening to. By understanding them, you gain time. Time to observe. Time to respond calmly. Many people wish they had noticed these signs earlier. So stay with us, because the next part may help you understand what your body has been quietly saying all along. Let's begin with the first area most people overlook. Number 1. Persistent itching on the lower legs. One of the most overlooked warning signs appears below the knees. Persistent itching on the lower legs is often dismissed too quickly. Many people blame dry skin, or cold weather, or simple aging. But location matters more than most realize. When itching appears on the calves, shins, or ankles, it deserves attention, especially when there is no rash, no redness, no visible irritation. In older adults, this pattern often points to circulation strain. As we age, blood flow can slow in the lower body. Small vessels work harder to push blood downward. When flow becomes less efficient, the skin reacts first. It becomes dry, tight, sensitive, and itching quietly begins. This type of itch often worsens at night. It may appear after sitting for long periods, or after standing still too long. Scratching brings brief relief, but the itch returns. Many people live with this for years. Let's look at a familiar situation. One older man walks every morning. He moves slowly but consistently. He checks his legs while dressing. He notices dryness early and adjusts habits. Another man spends most days sitting. He feels tired more often now. His legs feel heavy by evening. At night, an itch creeps along his shins. He applies lotion again and again. It helps for minutes. Then the itch returns. What he does not realize is this. His lower body is asking for movement. When circulation weakens, the skin suffers first. But the effects do not stop at the skin. Muscles receive less oxygen. Tissues recover more slowly. Veins work harder than before. The heart must compensate over time. This quiet strain builds gradually. That is why this signal matters. The legs are often called the body's support system. They help move blood back upward. When they struggle, the entire system feels it. This is not meant to alarm you. It is meant to wake awareness. The good news is encouraging. This type of itch often improves with simple changes. Movement is powerful. Short walks help activate blood flow. Gentle ankle circles while seated make a difference. Raising the feet during rest supports return flow. Hydration keeps skin more resilient. Comfortable socks reduce surface irritation. Reducing excess salt may ease fluid strain. These are not treatments. They are daily habits that support comfort. If itching continues despite these steps, it deserves attention. Especially if it feels new. Especially if it keeps returning. Ignoring it is easy. Listening is wiser. Your body often whispers before it struggles. And itching on the lower legs is one such whisper. Now that you understand this first area, let's move upward to the next place many people overlook. Number 2. Unexplained itching on the upper or middle back. An itch on the upper back is easy to overlook. You cannot see it clearly. You cannot reach it easily. Many people ignore it for months. They blame dry air, old clothing tags, or aging skin. But persistent itching in this area often deserves attention, especially when it appears without a rash, without redness, without irritation. The upper and middle back are highly sensitive areas. They contain many nerve endings. These nerves respond quickly to internal imbalance. When something inside struggles, this area often reacts. In older adults, repeated itching here may reflect internal strain. Two important systems are often involved. The systems responsible for filtering the body every day. When internal filtering slows, the skin may react first. Waste products can remain in the bloodstream longer. The skin becomes irritated from the inside. The itch begins quietly, often worse at night, often stronger when the body is resting, and often unaffected by lotions or creams. Let's consider a situation many people recognize. One older woman follows a steady routine. She drinks water throughout the day. She eats simple meals. She notices changes early. Her skin stays mostly comfortable. Another woman feels more tired lately. She wakes up during the night. Her ankles swell slightly by evening. She scratches her back without realizing it. She changes soaps. She buys stronger moisturizers. She washes bedding more often. But the itch remains. What she does not realize is this. Her body may be under internal pressure. When filtering systems work harder, subtle signs appear. Digestion can feel slower. Sleep becomes lighter. Energy fades earlier in the day. Mental focus feels less sharp. The itch is not the cause. It is the signal. This type of itching tends to persist. It does not improve with surface treatments. It often appears without visible skin changes. And it frequently disrupts sleep. Poor sleep compounds fatigue. Fatigue lowers resilience. The cycle quietly continues. Over time, ignoring this signal can matter. Not because itching is dangerous itself, but because imbalance can deepen silently. Many age-related conditions develop this way. Slowly, quietly, without pain. This is not meant to create fear. It is meant to support awareness. The earlier you listen, the more options you have. Simple habits can ease internal strain. Hydration supports natural filtering. Reducing heavily processed foods lightens daily load. Watching salt intake helps fluid balance. Alcohol reduction can ease long-term pressure. Medication combinations deserve review over time. These steps are not treatments. They are supportive daily choices. Professional checkups offer clarity when needed. A simple review can bring peace of mind. Ignoring signals often delays reassurance. Listening early often reduces worry later. If this feels familiar, pause for a moment. You are not alone. Many people experience this quietly. If you find this helpful, type number 2 in the comments. It helps others feel seen. It helps this conversation continue. If you have not subscribed yet, consider subscribing. We share calm, educational content each week. No pressure, no fear. Just awareness that supports independence. Now that we've explored the back, let's move to the next area where itching often carries a different message. Number 3. Frequent itching on the scalp or back of the neck. Itching on the scalp or neck often feels harmless. Many people blame shampoo, dry air, or simple aging. They change products. They wash more often. Yet the itch continues. This area of the body is highly sensitive. The scalp and neck contain dense nerve networks. These nerves respond quickly to internal stress, especially stress that builds slowly over time. In older adults, this itch is often misunderstood. It is not always about the skin. It is often about the nervous system. As we age, the body handles stress differently. Recovery from worry becomes slower. The body stays alert longer than it should. This constant low-level tension affects nerves first, and the scalp reacts quickly. The itch may begin in the evening. Later, it appears during the day. There is no rash, no flakes, no clear cause. Scratching becomes automatic. Let's look at a familiar contrast. One older man keeps a gentle routine. He spends time outdoors. He stays socially connected. He slows down intentionally at night. His body settles more easily. Another man struggles with quiet stress. Retirement feels unsettling. Days feel longer. Movement becomes limited. Evenings are filled with worry. He carries tension without noticing it. Weeks pass. He begins scratching his scalp at night. Then during the day, he changes shampoos. He buys new pillowcases. Nothing truly helps. What he does not realize is this. His nervous system is overloaded. Stress does not always feel emotional. Sometimes it feels physical. The body expresses it through sensation. Itching is one such expression. As stress hormones remain elevated, nerves become reactive. The immune response becomes less balanced. The skin reacts without visible damage. This itch often worsens during quiet moments, when distractions fade, when the body finally rests. Chronic itching in this area deserves attention, not because it signals danger, but because it reflects strain. Over time, prolonged nervous system stress matters. It can affect sleep quality. It can reduce emotional resilience. It can weaken physical recovery. Some studies link this pattern to nerve sensitivity changes. Others note connections to cognitive fatigue. This does not mean decline is inevitable. It means awareness matters. The good news is hopeful. The nervous system responds well to gentle support. Small daily changes can calm these signals. Slow breathing lowers nerve activation. Time outdoors helps regulate stress rhythms. Social connection reduces internal tension. Writing thoughts before bed clears mental noise. Reducing evening news lowers stimulation. Regular sleep routines help the brain settle. These changes do not work overnight. They work gradually. As tension eases, the itch often softens. In one case, Small habits made a difference. Morning walks became routine. Evenings became quieter. Phone calls replaced isolation. Weeks later, the itch faded. Not suddenly, but steadily. This pattern is common. The body relaxes when it feels safe. The nerves calm when pressure lifts. If you notice persistent itching here, pause. Ask yourself how you have truly been feeling. Physically, yes. But emotionally too. The body responds to both. Ignoring stress does not remove it. Listening to it changes outcomes. Your body is not working against you. It is communicating. And sometimes, that message arrives as a small itch. A gentle tap on the shoulder. Asking for rest. Asking for balance. Now that we've explored the scalp and neck, let's move to the next area where itching often reflects something entirely different. Number 4. Ongoing itching around the chest or abdomen. When people think about declining health, they imagine dramatic symptoms. Shortness of breath. Dizziness. Memory lapses. Few think about the skin on the torso. Yet the chest and abdomen quietly reflect internal balance. Especially when itching appears without a clear reason. Persistent itching across the front of the body deserves attention. Many older adults notice this in the evenings, or when changing clothes, or while resting in bed. There is no rash, no allergy, no obvious trigger. This pattern is often misunderstood. It is rarely just sensitive skin. In later life, this itch often reflects nutritional strain, or difficulty absorbing what the body needs. As we age, digestion becomes less efficient. The body extracts fewer nutrients from the same foods. Appetite often declines. Meals become smaller. Convenience replaces variety. Slowly, gaps appear. Certain nutrients are especially affected. Those supporting nerve signals. Those maintaining skin resilience. Those protecting immune strength. When these nutrients run low, the skin reacts. It becomes dry, less elastic, more reactive. The torso contains many nerve endings. It also has rich blood supply. This makes it sensitive to internal imbalance. Itching begins quietly, often dismissed as dryness. Let's consider a common contrast. One older woman still prepares simple meals. She includes color on her plate. Fruits, vegetables, protein. She eats less than before, but she eats with intention. Her skin remains mostly comfortable. Another woman slowly loses interest in food. She skips meals without noticing. She feels full quickly. She relies on crackers and soup. Over time, her chest begins itching. Then her abdomen. The skin feels dry, sometimes slightly tender. She switches soaps. She buys gentler body washes. Nothing truly helps. What she does not realize is this. Her body is undernourished, not from lack of calories, but from lack of essential nutrients. This is common in older adults. Weight may stay stable. Appearance may seem normal. Yet the body is quietly depleted. This is why malnutrition is often missed. The skin becomes an early messenger. Nerves send irregular signals. Immune defenses weaken. Repair processes slow down. Energy declines gradually. Muscle strength fades quietly. Mental sharpness can suffer. The itch is not random. It reflects an engine running low on fuel. This is not meant to alarm you. It is meant to empower you. This issue is one of the most manageable. Small changes can make meaningful difference. Nutrition does not require complexity. Simple additions matter. A boiled egg. A handful of nuts. Fresh berries. Healthy fats. regular meals. Even a basic multivitamin can support balance. These choices support skin from within. They support nerves. They support strength. They support independence. Improvement takes time. Weeks, not days. But the body often responds well. As nourishment improves, the itch may soften. Comfort slowly returns. If you notice persistent itching across your chest or abdomen, pause. Ask yourself how your eating habits have changed. Not with judgment. With curiosity. Your body needs steady support as it ages. Not perfection. Just consistency. If this insight resonates, type number 4 in the comments. It helps others feel understood. And it tells us this topic matters. If you have not subscribed yet, consider subscribing. We share calm, practical guidance each week. No fear. No pressure. Just support for healthy aging. Now that you have learned about these 4 itchy areas, pause for a moment. Take a quiet breath. Ask yourself something simple. Have you noticed any of these signs lately? An itch that returns. An area that feels different. A sensation you brushed aside. Most itching feels harmless. And often, it is. But as we've explored today, patterns matter. Location matters. Timing matters. An itch on the lower legs may reflect circulation slowing. An itch on the back may reflect internal strain. An itch on the scalp may reflect nervous system tension. An itch across the chest may reflect nutritional gaps. Each signal tells a different story. Not about fear, but about awareness. Your body is always communicating. It does not shout. It whispers. And the skin is one of its quietest messengers. The important thing to remember is this. None of these signs mean your future is decided. They are not predictions. They are invitations. Invitations to check in. Invitations to slow down. Invitations to support yourself sooner, not later. Small signals appear before big problems. That is how the body protects you. You still have choices. You can move a little more. You can sit a little less. You can drink a little more water. You can eat with a bit more intention. You can rest more deeply. You can reconnect socially. You can reduce what quietly drains you. None of this requires perfection. It requires attention. If even one of today's signs felt familiar, do not ignore it. Start with one small change. Just one. Consistency matters more than intensity. If none of these signs felt familiar, that is good news. But now you are informed. Now you know what to watch for. Now you can notice changes earlier. Awareness is not worry. Awareness is preparation. The goal is not simply to live longer. It is to live with clarity, with independence, with dignity, with peace of mind. Listening to early signals supports all of that. Even when those signals feel minor. Even when they itch. Before we close, we would love to hear from you. Which part of today's video stood out most? Was it the legs, the back, the scalp, or the chest? Leave a comment below. Share one small insight you gained today. And share one habit you might adjust. Your experiences help others feel less alone. They help this community grow calmly. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. It helps more people find this information. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. We share gentle, educational content each week. No pressure. No fear. Just practical guidance for healthy aging. Thank you for spending this time with us today. We appreciate your attention and trust. Take care of yourself. And we look forward to seeing you in the next video.